Hello and welcome to this week's newscast from Power Engineering International. I'm Kelvin Ross. In this week's headlines, one of the world's largest offshore substations is on its way to an offshore wind farm in the Baltic Sea. 3 international bidders are vying for a stake in Greek grid company ADMI. Statkraft started work on what could become Europe's largest onshore wind power project. SaskPower's Boundary Dam carbon capture plant has hit a milestone of capturing more than 1 million tonnes of CO2. And Dong Energy's Hornsea 2 offshore wind farm has won planning approval from the UK government. One of the world's largest offshore substations has started a 3-week voyage from Cadiz in southern Spain to the German Baltic Sea, where it will be located at the 350 megawatt Wikinger offshore wind farm. The steel substation weighs 4,500 tonnes and has been named Andalucia. It was built by Spanish shipbuilder Navantia at the Puerto Real shipyard in Cadiz. It's the first offshore substation to include 2 separate topsides, which are needed because the station will also be used by German electricity system operator 50 Hertz to support its own offshore wind developments. The $1 billion Wikinger wind farm will comprise 70 wind turbines spanning an area of around 34 square kilometres and is due to come online at the end of next year. RTE of France, Turner from Italy and State Grid International Development of Hong Kong are through to the second round in the sale of a 24% stake in Greek grid company ADMI. ADMI owns more than 11,000 kilometres of the high voltage power network in Greece and must sell the 24% stake to comply with the $96 billion bailout between Greece and its creditors, which was brokered in 2015. ADMI must also reduce its share in Greece's electricity retail market from its current 90% to 50% by 2020. Statkraft, Europe's largest generator of renewable energy, has started work on a new onshore wind farm which will form part of a 1 gigawatt wind network in Norway. The $1 billion Fosen network will eventually comprise 6 separate wind farms which will double Norway's wind power capacity and also make it Europe's largest onshore wind power project. On Monday, the company began work on the 288 megawatt Storhea wind farm, which will be the largest of the 6 wind parks. SaskPower's Boundary Dam carbon capture plant has captured more than 1 million tonnes of CO2 since its start-up in October 2014. The milestone was reached last month when the plant captured 76,456 tonnes of carbon dioxide. In the first 7 months of this year, the project has captured 488,000 tonnes of CO2, more than it captured in the whole of 2015. Dong Energy's Hornsea 2 offshore wind farm has gained planning consent from the UK government. New Business and Energy Secretary Greg Clark has approved the project, which will be located off the coast of Yorkshire. Hornsea 2 will have a capacity of up to 1.8 gigawatts and could meet the electricity needs of around 1.8 million UK homes per year. Wind power is currently delivering over 12% of the UK's electricity, and Hugh McNeil, the Chief Executive of trade group Renewable UK, called the approval of Hornsea 2 the latest vote of confidence in the UK's offshore wind market. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.